Hello, I'm Corey Bond, and welcome to The Laughing Place. I'm a recent Marshall graduate. I earned my BFA with an emphasis in painting during the COVID-19 pandemic. In this presentation, I will be allowing you to know a little bit about me, what I have created here, and saying thank you to everyone that has helped me get this far. So, let's not waste any time. When I was a little boy, my favorite thing to do was draw. If you ask my mother when I started, she always tells the story of how they pulled away the crib. And behind the crib, there were a bunch of scribbles, and with each scribble, there was an assignment, a family member, my mother, my father, and my sister. And every time someone asked me who that was, now, again, I was little, so someone might be lying, but every time someone asked, I always remembered who each scribble was. Because to me, they weren't a scribble, it was something I had created, something that mattered. So fast forward a few years later, and now the scribbles are people. They went from stick figures, they're fully fledged, maybe not so great, they're a little bit better. And now I'm using art as a way to escape from childhood bullies or escape school assignments because I'm not really big on quizzes and I'm not really big on, well, anything other than drawing. And it was around this point when I was 12 years old that I remember my mom looked at me and said that art will get you through the rest of your life and this is what you will do. And it was crazy because at 12 years old, your parents usually are like, what do you want to do? Like, you're thinking, right? They're setting you up to have an idea of how to make like lots of money. But my mom believed in me so much that she pushed me into this realm of believing in myself. And on the other hand, I had a second parent who didn't believe in me too well, and he believed I'd be a starving artist. Right now I'm just kind of hungry. But anywho, every adult from that point on pushed me and encouraged me to work hard and to strive to create something beautiful and big. And that's because they believed in me. They saw something in me that at that time I didn't really believe in myself. And with that being said, I would love to say thank you to every person that ever helped raise me. From guidance counselors that let me sneak out of every class ever to sit and eat lunch over just staying away from other kids, or any art teacher I ever had that allowed me to have a friend that mattered and allowed me to feel like I mattered. Thank you so much, because I know I wasn't easy. Thank you for pushing me and believing in me. And following on, I bring you to The Laughing Place, which is this installation in which you get to, if you come, interact with, and you will get to see what's kind of in my head, which I'm not really sure what that even is, but this is kind of what it looks like. In this space, I have created 3 separate rooms that have reminded me of my childhood, such as the kitchen, the living room, and the bathroom. And when I was little, the kitchen, I remember I used to run around in with tape and toilet paper, and I would string it around the kitchen and make mazes. But when I would get to a refrigerator, I would sit inside of the refrigerator, I guess because I liked the cold. And I always thought it was a really magical thing, like this little frosty little freezer, right? This is where the food is. This is where my nourishment comes from. Not that at that age I knew what nourishment was. I just knew what chicken nuggets were. I thought I did. Because as you get older, you kind of grow up and then all of a sudden you find out that the food, it was made out of cruelty. And it's this matter that is not decomposing because we put it in this machine that freezes it. And the reason why I bring that up is because there's this anxiety that came along later in life with me from this narrative that I was given versus the narrative I realized existed. And when you mesh the two together, you kind of have this place where you kind of go, well, what's the truth? Still haven't figured that out yet. So, if you remember being in the living room and watching your cartoons on a Saturday morning, or making bubble beards, or being a pirate or a princess, and now you picture yourself in a bathroom because it's no longer a place of playfulness, it's a place of privacy and emotional regrettability. Or you watch something on television and no longer do you have your own enjoyment, you're someone else's enjoyment, because now you're a consumer. And welcome to adulthood. Welcome to the laughing place. So with that being said, I would love to thank my Aunt Nan and all the people that helped donate to this show to help with the material costs. Again, thank you so much for being a village that raised me. It is a pretty large village. Thank you to my mom for being my #1 supporter. Thank you for raising me all on your own and believing in me. Thank you to, cannot forget, Mr. White of Rock Hill High School, who literally put me by his side, taught me what rock and roll was and how to draw.